Today we're talking about insurance, and in particular we're looking at political risks cover. We did see that coming up a lot during the post-election violence. Some business people didn't know that we do have this kind of cover, and in studio we're talking to Ivan Alipi. He is a CFO of ATI. We're talking a little bit about risks, and I'm wondering, for example, we did see during our election time after that a lot of violence, and I'm wondering, do the premiums change probably, you know, like right now they're a bit low, and then probably during the next elections around 2012, are we likely to see that then going up a bit because the risks are now higher?
Sure. Assessing the risk in the country, we take into consideration many factors, among those even the election. And as we get closer to the elections, there is a higher risk of political violence.
Yes.
And of course, the price can go up.
Yes. In which country, for example, in our region, where is it much lower when we look at the premiums? I want to try and gauge.
For instance, in Kenya at the moment is not so high.
Yes.
It's higher, of course, in DRC.
Yes.
That's an example.
Yes. When you talk to business people, do they feel a bit more confident now that there is a cover like this? Because when it comes to political stability, it's one of the factors that we do see investors looking into.
Sure. Investors look more comfortable, and ATI has been established to promote trade and investment through the offering of political risk insurance and even credit risk insurance, which is another product that we offer,
Yes.
which protects the exporters against non-payment by their buyers. So when the goods is shipped and the payment is delayed, the exporter is not 100% sure that the buyer is going to pay. If the buyer doesn't pay, we cover that loss.
Yes.
And that's very important to help the economy and all the exporters in the various countries of the region.
Yes, that's true. I was going through your company's website, and I saw something really interesting on a press release where it says that despite the recession, Africa, or especially Kenya, does have massive opportunities during this time. What are some of those opportunities?
Well, there are many opportunities in the region. It's true there's a recession in almost all countries. But at the same time, there is a focus on trade and investment to create infrastructure. So transportation, housing, telecommunication, building ports, create infrastructure for the region to create a sustainable growth in the future. From this point of view, we see many opportunities for ATI, and in fact, not only the last 2 years, but also this year we are in a positive trend.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Alipi, for joining us.
Thank you.